I think the challenges of embracing this new world where all content is digital is as much a creative challenge, both for the publishing community, the people who build websites, and also the people who create advertising. What is a relevant ad in this world? What are you trying to do with your ad? Are you trying to get buzz, brand? Are you trying to sell something? It's easiest to measure, of course. Are you trying to just get somebody to come visit your website? Today, I see many ads on the web, and I'm not sure what their purpose is. Are they actually trying to get me to pay attention and learn something? Are they actually trying to get me to click through and learn more? You really have to have a sense of what it means to be relevant and in context to whatever the website on which your advertisement lands is trying to do. Same thing on the media buying side. What's going to happen? Most advertisers I talk to sort of assume that what they really want to buy is the whole internet. You want to buy audience on, you don't just want to buy MSN or Yahoo or even Google or this. You want to buy the internet. But how do you want to buy the internet? How do you make sure your ads is relevant one place it appears on the internet as another place it may appear on the internet? Not just how is it effective, but when you target an audience, you target this, you target that, you got to make sure you're delivering exactly the right kind of creative that's really going to make sense and not be viewed just as an interruption into the content flow. Are you going to buy placement? Are you going to buy context? Are you going to buy users when you buy the internet? We think a lot about these questions. Are you going to buy reach? It used to be reach and frequency. You know, that reach and frequency. Now we've got reach, frequency, and some notion of how much time do people spend. Reach, time, moments of truth. It turns out that on the internet it's easier to buy a moment of truth when somebody's actually trying to make a purchase decision. That may be exactly the time that you want to make your purchase or make your media buy. And you need exactly the right creative and exactly the right set of relevant environments at that time. One thing I've learned from search, and I think we can all learn from search, search is one place where the ads are always relevant. That's why the ads are very well accepted into the search experience. That's not true broadly through all of these websites. So how do we allow advertisers to create ads that fit in the context and are relevant in the context of what people are doing on the web? And how do we let media buyers really pick and choose in a way that doesn't mean everybody's got to be expert in 5,000 websites? You're not going to be expert in 5,000 websites. We need a new approach on both sides. So content to advertising, advertising to media. We sit here in Microsoft and say, hey, a reinvention is needed. And the reinvention is going to start with the concepts of how digital experiences are different, how their business models are different, how the content is different than the offline world. If you'd asked me the same question 5 years ago, I would have said we're mostly trying to do the offline world online. There's still people who talk that way. Let's take our newspaper and make it digital. Let's make sure it looks just the way a newspaper looks today, where you can actually flip the pages. We got to think about this stuff from soup to nuts, from content on through, in a very, very different way. Another confounding effect, because I want to sort of lay it out and then I'll try to offer a few solutions. But another confounding effect is this notion of actually realizing these experiences and these marketing opportunities not only on the PC, but also on the phone and TV. Now, I said that in a specific order because I think that's about right. The internet is designed for PCs. At the beginning of the end, the most important thing to do today is to get your website to look good on the PC. Mobility is coming fast. Everybody's got mobile phones. I'll put up my hands and pledge allegiance to the mobile revolution. But at the end of the day, the internet was designed for the PC, And we're all in the process now of making sure that that same content looks good on a screen that's 3 inches or 2 inches or 4 inches, not just on a screen that is 10 to 15 to 17 inches. And you see a lot of work going on in that area today. And as the PC world evolves, new browser technologies change to Windows. Windows is growing presence. We've grown market share on Windows relative to other operating systems in the last 3 or 4 months. We see new technologies, whether it's new versions of Flash, Silverlight, etc. The PC-based internet, just boom, the content there is just zipping ahead. And yet at the same time, people are saying, okay, there's these new smartphones. There's 40, there's 50, there's 60, 70 million of them that have a browser. What does it mean? We've seen the Apple iPhone phenomenon. Give a lot of credit to Apple and what they've done with the iStore, or with the App Store. And yet at the end of the day, if you stop and think about it, a lot of what's going on there is people are trying to figure out how to take the PC-based internet and repackage it for a small screen.